In today's segment, we're going to talk about how to manage your time and energy around a side project. I know there's been a lot of talk around time management and energy management, so I'm going to dive right into some of the tougher topics. Welcome back to Build, brought to you by Pivotal Tracker. I'm your host, Purnima Vijay Shankar. Each episode of Build consists of conversations I have with innovators in tech. Together, we debunk myths and misconceptions related to building products, companies, and advancing your career in tech. We're continuing our conversation with Joy Dixon, who is a visionary and entrepreneur with 20 years of industry experience. In addition to having a day job as a software engineer, she runs a technical training school called Mosaic Presence. I know for myself, Joy, I have recently gone through a tough month where I had a lot of health issues and I just couldn't physically be there to nurture all of my side projects. So let's start by talking about how do you keep these projects humming along when you maybe physically can't?
Yes, that is a great question. That is a really great question because that actually happened to me a couple times last year.
Yeah.
Major health issues, and it was really an opportunity to take a break.
Good.
I took it as an opportunity to take a break, so I slowed down a little bit, gave me enough space to refocus and to prioritize. That was something, instead of trying to do everything, let's actually set up that list where like this is number one, this is number two, and if we get those two things done, that's good. We don't need the full 30 done today. So that is really it. Yes.
And I remember in last segment, you mentioned that lovely word, which we started this year talking about.
Yes.
That N word. Let's hear it, saying no to things.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So what's kind of your magic way of saying no to things?
I do it graciously.
Yeah. Okay.
Really. I have said no to more things in the past 2 years. And not just like, hey, let's go hang out, but no to weddings, no to graduations, no to like major birthday milestone parties. Really just having to make a decision and having to, and most people have been receptive.
Yeah.
Because it's really like, oh, I'm doing X, Y, Z. I'm working on Mosaic Presence. It's really important to me. Can we get together at a different date?
Right.
And most people have been more than receptive for that and really super supportive. So I think just the practice, it's about practicing and getting comfortable with putting yourself and your dreams and your desires first.
So in addition to saying no, you also have to get comfortable asking for stuff. So how have you gone about getting help from other people?
So my network has been really super great. So I have really just reached out to them because I'm very clear about what I know, which means I'm super clear about what I don't know. Right?
Good, yeah.
And so with that, I just reach out to people. And most people I have found, people have been so super helpful and want to help. And it may be not on the timeline that I have, but they are.
That's important.
That is very important.
You should say that one more time.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, people are very receptive. Maybe not on working on my timeline, but they do come around and they do help. And so just really learning to accept the help when it's available has been really, really good for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to repeat that because I think a lot of times when we get so passionate about our idea and we want to put in the effort, we think everyone else is like, yeah, I can do this too. I can like quit whatever I was doing, but they need a little bit more lead time because they also have commitments that they want to keep up. So we just have to be kind of respectful about that.
And really, and I having my own passion and my own project, really like I have more understanding for people when they have theirs. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll do it in 2 weeks then.
There you go. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I think a lot of people, because you mentioned before, being type A, we get really averse to asking for help, though.
Yes.
Because it's our baby, right? And we just have to figure out a way to get over the hump. So how have you kind of gotten over the hump of asking for help?
Yeah, that one's a really great question. I love that question because I still do that. I'm still in process and in, learning how to do that. Back to knowing what I know and knowing what I don't know, and really everything's an opportunity for me to learn. Like the teaching, writing code, I know all of that. The accounting, oh, no, I don't know that, right? So it's really just allowing myself to learn. And another thing along with that is being super clear about what I'm doing. And when I'm super clear, then it's easier for me to like find people and for people to find me who also want to support my project.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you said a couple things here that were interesting. The first is knowing what you know.
Yes.
And knowing what you don't know.
Yes.
And that's good, right? That's kind of the first level. Then the second level you said is like getting the help for the things that you don't know. And one question I get asked a lot is, oh, should I just dive in and learn that accounting? Should I, especially people in our audience, they might think, well, I don't know coding. Should I do that as an entrepreneur instead of hiring somebody? You know, what's been kind of your response, or how do you handle that? You know, this is a way for me to learn, or maybe I just want to hire somebody and get it over with.
Yeah, so that's really good. So, disclaimer, type A, right? So I actually spend time in each of the areas that I don't know, at least so I can have a conversation, a more intelligent conversation with the people. And I can also vet people.
Bingo.
So I don't have to know it all. I'm not looking for a master's degree in accounting, right? But at the same time, what I am looking for is a certain sense of like, oh, okay, when I have a conversation with somebody, I know the questions to pose. And then when they give me a response, I'm like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like to call that the BS detector.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
So you know just enough to be a little dangerous, but at the end of the day, you don't want to do the work.
No.
Yeah. You want to get somebody else who has deeper subject matter expertise in it.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah. Now, of course, there are times where we hire people and they, for whatever reason, let us down, either because they didn't meet our standards or just, you know, things happen, right? And that can cause us to become dispassionate because we think, oh, maybe my idea isn't that great.
Yeah.
Like that's why other people don't want to work on it. So how do you kind of stay motivated through those moments where some people just let you down or drop the ball or don't execute quite to the same level?
That's, wow, you're like the great question. Okay. So really that one is back to self.
Okay.
Everything kind of comes back to self for me and self-awareness. Am I super excited? And I super jazzed? It's really my thing, right? And I really can't hold anybody or put them on the hook to have the same passion about my thing as I do.
Okay, that's important. Yeah, I think that's good.
That's
a good takeaway.
You know, so that's really important first and foremost. And so it's really about just getting super clear about what I'm doing. I kind of call it the lighthouse effect, right? Like shine my message even brighter.
Yeah.
And so for those people who are really attracted to it, it'll make them easier to find me. And those people who are kind of like, on the fence, then they'll stay away, you know? And then we really won't have too many of these kind of interactions.
No, that's good. Yeah. I think another issue I've seen that arises a lot is people want more of your time, right? Let's say at your day job or your side project, and you've got to kind of figure out how to set those boundaries. How have you done that? Yeah,
so that one's a really challenging one. Really, like I said before, if you have social events, you have family events, those are really challenging.
Right.
But
even within your existing day job or your existing side where they want more of your time.
Yeah. So really for what I've done with the boundaries this is the boundary. Because I know any overflow will affect everything else. It will have a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Like you might think, oh, I'm just going to spend these extra few hours doing this, but it will really have a ripple effect and take away from the other part. So it's super important to get very clear and to just maintain those boundaries.
So what does that look like for you? So let's say somebody at your day job's like, hey, Joy, really could use your help. Could you stay another hour or two to help me out with this thing?
So balance of an hour or two?
Yeah.
Sometimes it would be yes, and then sometimes it would be no. Honestly, it's truly contextual. Yeah. If I have to teach a class, then the answer is no. Right? So, but if I'm available, then I can do it.
Okay.
So it really is
in
situation in that moment.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then same thing for your side project. If someone says, hey, Joy, we really need you to help us do X, Y, and Z. Yes. The same thing.
Yes, because I'm beholden to both.
Yeah.
So I have to keep both, at the forefront of my mind.
Now, there's also times where we want to do more, right? Maybe that project at work, we want to go that extra mile.
Yes.
Or in the side project, it's like, ooh, wouldn't it be really cool if I could like add this and that? But that's going to take like another couple days. It's going to take maybe another hour of staying awake or setting up another meeting. Do I have the room? Does it make sense to do that or not? How do you kind of manage those? I like to call them requests.
Those requests, are they from
yourself?
Did I initiate them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you feel so compelled, right? And maybe it's external, like a customer saying, or students saying, hey, it would be really great if you guys also provided Y.
Yes.
Right?
That would definitely have to go on the lovely big cork board that I keep in my bedroom full of like great ideas.
Yeah.
It will be in the parking lot, and then I will revisit it in time. There are so many things I want to do. There's so many things. Like every time I teach a class, I'm like, oh, take notes on the curriculum. Oh, I want to teach it this way next time.
Yeah.
I'll say it this way next time. And then I just have to wait for next time, right? There are just certain times you can't make those changes each and every time. And having that break, once again, I know I speak about space a lot because space has really allowed me to decide, is this something I really need to do, or is this something in a moment that just felt like a good idea?
Ah, that's good. Yeah, what's kind of your barometer for that?
Time.
Okay.
Time and emotion, really. Like there's a part that's like jazz and this is great. And making that part, I will move forward with that. But if it's like, ooh, fear, or like, oh, I need to hurry up and get this to market, then anything that comes from that place is something that I really just sit with for an extended period of time. Because if it's supposed to be done, then it will be done.
Thanks so much, Joy. This has been really helpful.
My pleasure.
Yeah. And for all of you out there, if you've had a side project that you've been working on for a while, I'm sure you have your go-to for managing your time and energy. Joy and I would love to hear what it is. Please share it with us in the comments below this video. That's it for this segment. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive the next segment where we'll explore how to continue growing your side project. Ciao for now. This episode of Build is brought to you by our sponsor, Pivotal Tracker.